Hey there folks, Luke here with the Outdoor Gear Review. I hope you're all doing well. Today for this episode, we're out in the man cave, in the gear shed, and we are actually doing an updated review for the Vargo Triad XE dual fuel stove. If you guys remember, this is an alcohol stove and a solid fuel stove. And we did a review on this previously where we really focus on the alcohol stove portion. Now we're returning back to this stove to discuss the solid fuel portion of this stove. Now, if you're interested in the review, if you're interested in stats, go back to that previous video. You'll find a link in the description box below. We're not going to rehash those details since they've already been said, but we're going to focus on this right here, the solid fuel stove. Is it any good? Let's find out now. Now, when it came to the alcohol stove, you guys know that I highly dislike this. This is an awful stove. This is terrible. When it comes to the solid fuel portion, it is equally as poor. Yes, I will give this thing some credit. The distance from the bottom of the plate where your solid fuel goes to the top of where your pot stands is the right difference. But everything outside of that is just very poorly thought out, I have to say. We're taking a little bit of a closer look at it, and we might as well just start here at the bottom with these three legs. Very, very difficult to actually move these. When your hands are cold, this is very, very tough. The same goes for the legs up here at the top. Now, the legs on the bottom are meant to say, like, if you have soft ground, you could push this stove into the ground. Push. You can push it right into the ground, and it does make for a stable platform. Now, if you have something like this that's very, very flat, again, it's very stable. But if you have a rocky surface, like many people will have when they're in the outdoors, this tripod design makes it very, very unstable. And the same can be said for the legs on top, the ones that support your pot. Again, you have that tripod design that just does not work very well for most pots and most surfaces when you're in the outdoors. As you can see there with the feet that support your pot, they're rounded. And that is not a good design decision, because that little bit of roundedness right there makes pots that have a rounded bottom very, very unstable. The stand does have some nice air holes, and it does work well. It does not do a good job of blocking the wind whatsoever, so if you plan on using this out in windy conditions, you will definitely need a windscreen. So, when you take the two components to this stove, the alcohol stove and the solid fuel portion, what you have here really is a very, very poor product. I definitely stand with my opinion on this stove as a whole. I just cannot recommend this. Its greatest asset is that it's titanium and that it's super lightweight. But you're better off, if you want to use an alcohol stove, you can make one out of a cat food can, you can use a soda can, a beer can, whatever. There's plenty of options out there. You can buy ultralight alcohol stoves that weigh absolutely nothing, that perform a billion times better than this right here. If you want an ultralight solid fuel stove stand solution, I suggest not even buying this, or if you did buy it, give it away, sell it, whatever. And when you're out and about on your adventures, use rocks. You can always find something in the woods to build a stand for your pot. You do not need anything like this right here when you're in the outdoors using solid fuel. That is my advice. So my friends, that is pretty much our updated review for the Vargo Triad XE alcohol and solid fuel titanium stove. I wish that I could give this thing better reviews, but it is just such a poorly thought out product in general that I would not recommend this for anybody. I wouldn't recommend this for 15 bucks, not even $10. It just does not perform well enough to justify paying for it. If you guys have any questions for me, please feel free, drop me a line, let me know. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys around. Strength and honor, be well.